Okay, friends, it's Byron here, and I'm back. Look, it has been a lot trying to record these videos today. Nothing is working right, but we are just gonna jump right on into what we're gonna be talking here. Let's talk about Temptation Island. It's season 4. It's episode 6, and you know if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to be notified every time I post a video, just hit the notification bell. So if you're new to the channel, when I talk about the couples, I talk about them throughout the entire episode, then I move on to the next couple. So let's talk about Iris and Luke. I don't have much to say about Iris and Luke, but I will say this. They I don't know. They just seem to, he's still focused on her pretty much not forgiving him, and she is so much on not letting go. She did confess to Mark that, or say to Mark that he seems to think that what he did to her was in the past. He cheated on her apparently 5 months ago, but 5 months to her is not the past. It is definitely the present, and I guess it's just something she can't let go, or she can't let go so soon. So maybe they just needed some counseling or some kind of therapy, and they probably could have worked with it. Honestly, I don't know, but there's nothing really to talk about them in this episode. So let's move on to Jillian and Edgar. Edgar just flat out says he's done. And you know what? He may as well be done. I mean, honestly, she is so far up Tommy that she pretty much has his bags packed. Edgar's bags packed and ready to go. She's at the point where I think that if Tommy today said, oh, let's just jump into a relationship, she would. But you know what? He has a meaningful conversation with her. And I know one of the things that she was lacking before is like, she didn't have enough time to like find herself and this, that, the other. So her wanting to jump out of the relationship with Edgar, jump right into one with Tommy, him having that conversation with her, I think really meant a lot on his behalf. And she wasn't seeing it for what it was in the beginning, but eventually she got there. She talked to him, and she kind of agrees that, yeah, we won't jump into a relationship, but we will take it slow. I guess they would have learned one another once the show is ended. Edgar seems to now be talking with Marissa and taking her more seriously. But then Trace has a conversation with him about Marissa, saying that, well, sometimes she doesn't seem like she's always team Edgar. But here's my thing. If I don't know the dynamic between Edgar and Trace, if they're good friends, that's fine. I'm going to tell my good friend, you know what? This person over here saying X, Y, and Z, you may want to check into that. And if they weren't, it's kind of like, Trace, you need to mind your own business. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You're all in the house. You have some kind of relationship. Would you tell, or would you just mind your business? Okay, that pretty much happens with them. Let's talk about Ash and Kenya. Of course, he's boohooing, he's crying, he's this and he's that. And I've said it before. It's because when he sees her doing all of this and that, he's fine with it. But when it's on the opposite side of it, he doesn't want that stuff done to him. So, of course, he's always thinking, oh, well, I don't really want to. No, you really don't want an open relationship, because the thing is that you want to whore about, but you don't want her to. But the problem is that, and I honestly think of all the couples that she really may have moved on, but once they get back together, and I think they're only together like for an episode, and they get to talk and discuss things out. I don't necessarily know that she's done, but she's making the point and he's seeing it. And that's what I like for her. So in the end, if she actually takes him back, maybe it'll work out for the better. That's a reunion thing that I would definitely want to see. They do have a reunion to the show, and I would love to see how all of that worked out, because but then on the flip side, he like mentions a text of some girl texting saying, are you awake? And you guys seem to text. And my thing is, this is like, if you are going to be here focused on her, and you're saying you want her, and you're crying and you're this and you're that, Why bring up something that irrelevant? I mean, she's seen it. That's something you could definitely discuss with her, but why bring it up to everybody? Why bring it up in the show? You know that they're going to probably show that part on the bonfire. Why even do it? Ashley and Lascelles. So let's just talk about Ashley first, because Lascelles is just too much right now. I just can't even. So Ashley says she's looking at Lascelles and she doesn't know. All right, George is talking to her and consoling her. On the side, I was like, oh, does George have a hidden agenda? And no, not really. I didn't mean anything by just saying that. I'm just, you know, they're in the house. I'm sure they're friends or whatever. But she's just pretty much, I don't know. Let's talk about Lascelles. So he's having a heart-to-heart with Trace, and he says that he wouldn't mind leaving single, but with Ashley. So then, of course, those were the wrong words to say. X, Y, and Z. Of course, she's pissed. It's like, so you're supposed to be trying to make this something with me, and you're saying this, that, the other. You proclaimed your love for me, and you're only talking to me, and now you're saying this. Of course, she has mixed feelings. She's upset, and I would be too. So, after he's talking to Henya, he definitely brings that to his attention. And so then he talks to Trace, and he's like telling her, well, forget Ashley, I love you, and this, that, the other. Like, here's what you shouldn't do, Lascelles, is that you disrespecting this girlfriend that you came with for this girl that you're definitely trying to pursue. And for the girl that he's trying to pursue, if he can easily dismiss her like that for you, what makes you think that that's not going to happen the next time again? He's making all of these promises and giving you a world of dreams, and you just don't know how real or true that can be, because he's here at the show with some other lady trying to figure out what's going this, that, and the same. And I honestly don't think that's what happened for him. I think he just found a whole nother girlfriend. Like, I don't know. You know what? If you think you can have a future with him, I'd say go and do it. Good luck. I would love to see you guys on the reunion. Deke is back. He's from season 2. He comes in. All the girls flock to him. The guys are like, yeah. Here's the thing. And they confront him at the end of the show, and it gets a little rowdy. My thing is this. It's like, you know, when they were all in the pool with the girls, you know, you're going to have their times. And it's like, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're going to like shout him out or did something to the fact that if they wanted him to acknowledge them and not come in and saying that, oh, you're taking up all the attention. I don't know. You could have easily just went over there. And if they was like, oh, yeah, it's not the time, we want to have some time with him, that's fine. I'm not saying fanboy out. But the way that they approached him to say whatever it is that they said, I don't know. They could have definitely went a different way about it. Samantha from season 2, she comes back as well. She's shooting her shot again too. She was the one that was in the shower with old boy, and it was a whole big scene. And even after all of that, his girlfriend took him back, I believe. So who knows? Who can say if they're together again or not? I don't know. But friends, it is happening, and I'm sure we're at least a little bit more than halfway through the season, and I would definitely keep on watching. That whole green screen app is not working out for whatever reason, and yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to be notified every time I post a video, just hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next episode.